Request from my colleague.
But once the minister responsible for roads is here, and largely the issue has got to do with payment to contractors. Well, I will give you the floor, and after that we'll move to statements.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. And I would have hesitated in commenting since if this statement was purely about a bad situation, I would have been quiet. But it is difficult for me to understand the basis of this particular statement. Mr. Speaker, just 6 months ago, let us all do a little bit of introspection.
6 months.
Where was this? Hold on. Where was this? Where was this? Let me come. Let me come.
Why indiscipline? Why indiscipline?
Honorable John Dako.
Why is doing?
Mr. Speaker,
let's listen to each other in
let's
silence.
do a little bit of introspection.
Why are you running?
Few months ago, the prices of foodstuff was going up. Just few months ago, people in this country were complaining almost about everything. Mr. Speaker, few months ago, after implementing planting for food for 8 years, hold on, because he talked about food. Listen.
You know, when you talk, the camera starts. When you talk, ignore them. Go ahead.
Honorable.
So shut up when we are setting.
Honorable member for across.
Shut up when we are resetting the.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You created a mess. We are resetting.
Few months ago, after implementing planting for food for 8 years, your last policy, listen, your last policy was to spend $500 million to import rice.
Yes.
After implementing planting for food for 8 years. What exactly are you talking about here? Hold on.
My brother, member for
today, Mr. Speaker, because he actually spoke passionately about why contractors are not paid. Colleagues, listen. Just this morning, I gave you a snapshot of a little things that happened in my ministry, where your government paid somebody 30. Those contractors who worked and were not paid were there. When you paid a contractor $30 million for no work done.
$30 million.
And that contractor was a contractor that the former vice president actually took and did short cutting and promised everybody. When contractors were working. Listen.
You have created a mess.
Mr. Speaker, in fact, that is why I am demanding that part of the money that I would have used to pay contractors is the $30 million you gave to a contractor for doing no work.
For doing no work.
You see, for doing no work. You ignored those. You ignore those who have worked. You ignore those who have worked for up to 21 billion and you didn't pay them. Yet you were paying a foreign contractor $30 million for doing no work. Mr. Speaker, I am 100% in support of the finance minister to audit the payments before we pay.
Yes.
If I rushed to ask him to pay, the finance minister would have paid additional $14 million to the contractor who you paid the $30 million.
For no work done.
Will you be happy about that? So indeed, we are going to pay contractors, including the contractors in the minority leaders constituency. The only thing I realize is that You are good at identifying contractors who haven't been paid, but you actually forget to pay them all the time. The contractors working towards Winneba, when was the last time they were paid? Mr. Speaker, I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, I am not a selfish minister.
Is it not the Winneba MP?
The ecosystem of the economy is not only about road. It is not merely about give me money to pay road contractors. Road contractors exist within an ecosystem. When you actually spent all the monies and expected that we should be in doom so by now, yes. It is the responsibility of the government to keep the lights on. And I am happy that we prioritize and save the situation.
Over $6 billion.
So, Mr. Speaker, I can guarantee you contractors will be paid. Contractors will be, if you were to add, and the difference
after auditing,
Mr. Speaker, when the leader was speaking, I was quiet. Mr. Speaker, the only thing, Mr. Speaker, the only thing I was expecting the respected minority leader to do is that he should have admitted that whilst they were in power, whilst he was sitting in this chair, the dollar was 16 cedis. Today, the dollar is 12 cedis. 11 cedis, 12 cedis. Whilst he was sitting here, inflation was approaching 30%. Today, the inflation is about 18%. Whilst he was sitting in this chair, forgetting to pay contractors, almost all contractors stopped work. Even, let me tell you, I am very happy and I want to commend some contractors. Once you fail to pay them and they stop work, I can tell you a number of contractors who have gone back to site. Just believing that NDC will pay. And of course, some of them have gone back to work. So, Mr. Speaker, this cry, Mr. Speaker, this statement, Mr. Speaker,
Leader, I'll come back to you. Let me finish.
Mr. Speaker, this statement, Mr. Speaker, no, Mr. Speaker, leader, cool down and take it.
Yes.
Cool down and take it. It's Thursday.
Take it smoothly.
You understand? Just this morning, I made you happy. I made you happy that when your government forgot about taking the road to Winneba and the university, we have just planned to do that road for you. And pay the contractors. Mr. Speaker, this statement is not genuine because the basis upon which the statement was made are completely flawed. How can you tell the economy is doing bad when inflation is coming down? When the city is performing very well? When prices of foodstuff is coming down? When prices of transportation is coming down? And let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, how can you say we are not paying? When this house, your own friend, the finance minister, came here, and the day he came, he said, I just paid about 1 billion Ghana cedi to common fund. NHIS is being paid. Get fund is being paid. Even the school feeding that became a problem for you, from now, we are paying them. When was the last time you heard? When was the last time you heard a school feeding contractor complaining? When you were sitting here, all that were happening. You understand? Oh, of course. The ones that are your women organizers when they do.
Honorable Minister.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, I'm afraid to say, Minister, enough is enough. Other than that, my contractors will not be paid. So,
Mr. Speaker, there's confidence in the economy. I can tell you this confidence is not a fluke. President Mahama is on the right path. And I can guarantee you, mark my words, President Mahama will go down on record as the president that delivered the biggest ever road infrastructure in our country within 4 years. Mark it on the wall. And we believe it. And Mr. Speaker, this is not going to be about borrowing. We are going to do that and keep all the indices in check as well.
Thank you.
We are not a reckless government. And Mr. Speaker, we shall do this. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable.
I'm concluding. Just to say that, Mr. Speaker, I agree that, yes, the 21 billion Ghana cedi debt left by the MPP when my good friend was sitting in this chair, we shall begin paying them when we finish auditing. If I rushed, Mr. Speaker, to pay contractors, I would have paid $14 million more on top of the $30 million they paid the contractor who did no work. And that is why we need to be prudent and be more efficient. Road ministry is not an island in the economy. We are part of the ecosystem, and we shall do the right thing for the people of this country, including the minority.
Thank you. Honorable Minority Leader, do you want to? He made a statement. Okay, then honorable members, I'm taking one more, then I come to leadership. Yes, honorable member for mention. Leader, they said you made a statement.
Mr. Speaker, I was on my feet. Mr. Speaker, I was on my feet on a point of order.
Oh, okay.
And I was drawing your attention to a fundamental point. Mr. Speaker, I don't want Kwame Agboja to look on his phone. Look at me eyeball to eyeball. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
Leader, it's on a point of order.
Yes, point of order. Mr. Speaker, in all his submissions, he failed to talk about the releases to his ministry. Mr. Speaker, can he tell us whether the finance minister has made any releases to him in respect of his 2025 allocation? Mr. Speaker, how can you, in commenting on my statement, conveniently avoid an aspect which is fundamental to your ministry? You've been rendered redundant. You've been rendered redundant.
Thank you.
You go to your ministry, no work, because no releases have been made.
Leader, thank you very much.
And then you come here.
Leader, thank you so much.
Mr. Speaker, the time will come again.
Leader, it's point of order. Thank you.
Speaker, the statement has generated some steam, and so my members are interested in making comments. They are, just to set the record straight. So Mr. Speaker, we may have to extend the numbers to 3. It is your statement. It is your statement. So 3, the leadership, Mr. Speaker, thank you. You are taking a quorum on your own statement. It will happen.
Honorable members, I have identified honorable member for Menchia South. The majority chief is making an application. The application will not be taken wholly. I will probably go down to 2-2. So, honorable member for Menchia South, you may take your bite.
Mr. Speaker, the issue raised by the honorable minority leader is a very important issue, and I invite members not to politicize this issue. Mr. Speaker, we all know what the debt in the road sector historically has done to our economy. Mr. Speaker, if you all recall, one of the reasons for the collapse of the banking sector was default of payment in the road sector by the previous Mahama government, to which my brother Mutala was a deputy minister for trade. We all know.
Honorable members, please.
Sadly enough,
Honorable members, hold on, please. Who is saying that? Please, let's take note. We are not joking. Ghanaians, and in fact, beyond the borders of Ghana, they are all watching us. So as much as we can take things lightly, let's be serious a bit. Please, I beg of you. Yes.
Sadly, whilst foreign contractors get paid, local contractors, persons of Ghanaian indigent, persons who are from Ghana, they struggle to be paid. I am not referring
I'll give
to
you the
this
opportunity to speak, please. Honorable Andrew, I'll give you opportunity. Please, just hold on. Let's listen to him, please.
Mr. Speaker, the problem is politicization, partisanship, over partisanship that we are all experiencing. That is the problem. Mr. Speaker, generally, whilst foreign contractors get paid, Ghanaian contractors struggle. Government after government, there is that problem that leads to the collapse of businesses of certain contractors, that led to the collapse of the banking sector. Mr. Speaker, we need to take a critical look at this situation. We saved the banking sector, which you collapsed. We cleaned up. The banking sector you collapsed, we cleaned up.
Honorable member for Menchia South, hold on. Yes, Majority Chief, what is it?
Speaker, my brother is a lawyer. So let me anchor my opposition to what is doing on Order 93.5. Speaker, Order 93 Rule 5 is to the effect that a member may comment on the statement for a period not exceeding 5 minutes, and the comment shall not provoke debate. Speaker, the minister has just told the House that, by way of his comments, that he is auditing existing certificates brought to payment. So it is absolutely improper for my brother to suggest that foreign contractors are being paid, local contractors are being denied, and politics is being played. By so doing, he will generate some debate. He must be guided by Order 93.5 to make his comments, which is consequent on the matter statement made by the minority leader. He should be guided. I submit humbly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable member for Menchia South, take cue of it.
Mr. Speaker, very respectfully,
Very well.
I invite Mr. Speaker to order 2 of the rules. So, Mr. Speaker, Order 2 of the order. Mr. Speaker, I stand on Order 2. I stand on Order 2 of the standing orders. I stand on Order 2 of the standing orders. No implied restrictions. Mr. Speaker, with your liberty, I read. Subject to the provision of the Constitution, and except as otherwise provided in these orders, nothing in these orders shall restrict the manner in which Parliament exercises or upholds its powers, privileges, and immunities. Mr. Speaker, statement is one of the means by which we exercise our powers. Are you going to...
Honorable members, please leave it with me.
Allow me.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, the power to interpret the rules rests in your bosom.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, the rules the rules, the standing orders will not restrict the manner in which we exercise our power. Mr. Speaker, statement on the floor of this House is one of the means by which we exercise our oversight powers. Mr. Speaker, you have the power, very respectfully, under Order 2, to waive even non-compliance of the rules.
Well. Have you made the application?
Very respectfully, Mr. Speaker, I'm making an application to waive non-compliance.
If you were to go by his argument, then Parliament cannot be run. So obviously, my friend's application will not be taken on board. We are dealing specifically with statement, and the statement is covered by Order 93. And the statement, based on the Chief Whip order, we are supposed to comment, and the comment is not supposed to generate debate. So, Honorable Member from Asia, I invited you to comment on the statement made by the minority.
Mr. Speaker, I take a cue.
You have to take a cue.
I take a cue.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, so what, Mr. Speaker?
I've already ruled him out.
Yes, it's ruled. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Majority Chief Whip, I've already ruled him out. So,
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, you let him finish. I'll come back to you.
Mr. Speaker, at this point, I will want to raise the issue of quorum. Mr. Speaker, at this point, I want to raise the issue of quorum. So it means you finish your contribution. Mr. Speaker, yes, I'm raising the issue of quorum. No, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm raising the issue of quorum.
Yes.
Order 64. Mr. Speaker, Order 64, I'm raising the issue of quorum.
Honorable Chief Whip, let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, the issue of quorum. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member from Asia South.
A quorum of parts.
Honorable Member from Asia South.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
I invited you to comment. I never invited you to raise a column. If you want to raise a column, just put up the mic, get up and catch my eye.
Mr. Speaker, very respectfully.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker. Please. Mr. Speaker, the Order 2 that my brother quoted and sought to seek refuge. Speaker, let's do this for the records. He has a complete misapprehension of the rule in Order 2.
And I ruled him out.
Speaker, please. Order 2 says, except as otherwise provided. The provision has been made in Order 93.5. It's been provided. So next time, don't run to Order 2. It will save you. It will not.
Leader, I think we have to understand ourselves. I realize he was off track. I ruled him out. We don't need to revisit this issue. You should rather help me to manage the House. Leader, I beg of you.
But Speaker, that's what I'm doing.
Yes. Well, once I've ruled him out, yes, allow us to proceed.
Speaker, Honorable Alamzi.
Who?
Honorable Alamzi.
Yes. Well.
Yes.
Yes. My friend, yesterday you were in bow tie.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I wish to contribute to the statement, but first of all, I will ask my brothers from the other side, where
you are not speaking, honorable member. Honorable member, please take cue of the admonition of the Chief Whip. It's a comment. You are commenting. It shouldn't generate debate.
Yes.
And you have 5 minutes.
Yes.
So,
thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I don't know where these lofty ideas are coming from.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker, let me carry on. They cannot intimidate me. Let me carry on. The leader was here talking about we or the government not releasing funds to contractors. It is true that you were releasing funds to contractors, but you were releasing them to contractors that weren't working.
Honorable McQueen.
Palugu multipurpose dump is there. If you wish for me to remind you, I'll remind you. The $2 million Sky Train is there. If you want me to remind you, I'll remind you. You are here talking about e-levy, comparing the 1 cedi on every liter, saying that it is e-levy. Yes, we will tax, but in the right direction. We were all here when you decided to tax betting. If not a government like yours, if you wish to prevent people from betting, you don't go taxing the one that is going to bet. You go and tax the company. You tax the company more so that they will be discouraged. From it. Mr. Speaker, I want to assure them, my brother, Napo's younger brother, got up here, the honorable member said that the banking sector, he said the banking sector, we contributed to the collapse of it. I want to remind you, is it the banking sector that you people used 28 billion instead of 9 billion to fix it? Today,
honorable member,
yes.
I've already admonished you not to go into that. Just address me. Don't listen to them. Address me.
Mr. Speaker, I'm only giving them facts. I'm not saying anything that will bring up debate. Mr. Speaker, I will conclude on the statement by telling Ghanaians that the 1 cedi on every liter, we are doing it to fix the doomsday problems that we've been facing. The doomsday problems that we have did not start today. We were all in this country when Kufuor's era, His Excellency Kufuor's era,
honorable members. So if you are speaking and other members are making noise, I think let's listen to him. You get the opportunity. You don't speak. Honorable member, just conclude for me.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, as I said earlier, the doomsday problem did not start today. During 2000, Kufuor's era, it was up. That was where they went to Akosombo to pray, to fix it. Prayers can never fix doomsday.
Honorable member, enough is enough.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to conclude. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude.
Thank you, honorable member.
I'm concluding, Mr. Speaker. I will conclude by pleading with Ghanaians that we have challenges. It's not like we are driving any distance from taxing them. We want to fix the system, and there are challenges. And I want to state 3 or 4 of the challenges to Ghanaians to understand that we are only taxing them to fix the system. Mr. Speaker, it is because the sector is highly indebted. It is because of the insufficient gas supply and the inefficiencies of the sector. That is why we are taxing them to fix it, and we are fixing it for good, so that all of us will enjoy life.
Thank
you very much.
Yes, Honorable Asafoji, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Don't generate debate.
No, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a House of Records. And for that matter, Mr. Speaker, it cannot go that we do not set the record straight and right. Mr. Speaker, as of January, 6th January, 2025. Mr. Speaker, hold on. 2025. Mr. Speaker, the dollar rate was 14.34. So it can never be true that the roads minister will say that we handed over the dollar, which was 17 cedis to them. Never on record. It must be there. Mr. Speaker, number 2. As of December 2024, Mr. Speaker, the inflation rate was 23.8%. Never was it 30%. So it would be so disingenuous for the Minister for Roads to say that we left it at 30% and they brought it to 18. In any case, from 23 to 18, it's just about 3-4% you have done. So let the records be straight. That as at that time, the record is putting out, dollar was not 17 as of January. Inflation rate was not 30%. Let that record be straight. Mr. Speaker, again, on the floor here, in the chamber here, we've had SONA, we've had budget statement being read, and in all these very important key statements and occasions, records were set and records were made. So if you sit and you just ask, what did you use the money for? What did you use the money for? When there are records indeed showing what every money that was borrowed in this house was used for. Mr. Speaker, we can talk about the number of interchanges that were built by this government, by the S-World government. Mr. Speaker, we can talk about the education infrastructure, the STEM schools that was constructed by the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. We can talk about the roads. We can talk about Agenda 111. We can talk about a lot of projects. So when you sit and you say that, oh, where did you use the money for? You are another government that is coming. Every successful government or successive government, Mr. Speaker, leaves some debt. Even in the energy sector alone. Mr. Speaker, you left almost $5 billion as debt before you were leaving. So if somebody also come, it is natural, it is normal. Yes, Mr. Speaker, so let that be on record. Now, Mr. Speaker, I believe the statement that was made by the minority leader was clear. There were bases and grounds for which the NDC government, President John Dramani Mahama, campaigned to Ghanaians. One, largely on the 24-hour economy project policy. Mr. Speaker, everybody, every youth in my constituency, the whole Ghana, were hopeful that there was going to be one job, 3 people, and 3 shifts. That was the major thing you said. Mr. Speaker, we've been here in this house. We've been here in this house. Budget has been read. State of the Nation address has been read. Mr. Speaker, even the coordinator for 24-hour economy was here and could not even define or talk about the program. Mr. Speaker, so it's clear. That is clear. Mr. Speaker, again, one fundamental issue. Mr. Speaker, I'm winding up.
Beyond 5 minutes.
I'm winding up. One very fundamental issue, Mr. Speaker, is job creation. This government hasn't created any job, but has successfully sacked about 23,000 young men from their workplace. Yes, this government, you've not created any job, but this is what you have done. So, Mr. Speaker, it is not far-fetched for the minority leader to caution the government to be focused on the things that matter to this government and to Ghanaians.
Thank you.
Speaker, let me wind up.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, let me wind up. I want to say on record that what the minority leader said should rather be a word of caution, not for them to be fighting the minority leader. They must take a clue. They must learn from what he's saying. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. Yes, Honorable Minister for Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me
You
the
have 5
opportunity,
minutes.
Yes, to contribute to the statement. I'm a minister. Mr. Speaker, 5 minutes. Mr. Speaker, we are not against any moral lessons given to us by either the minority leader or whoever. But one thing we will not accept is that we won't take moral lessons from a brother. Moral lessons should from a brother. Brother.
From who? From what?
Yes.
I didn't get the word.
From a brother. Yes. So when I say, oh, can I finish? Why are you people so intolerant, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Can I make my point? Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister.
I didn't speak Dagbani. I didn't speak Dagbani. When someone says that that person is not saying that the one who said it is engaged in activities that is engaged in brother, that's not what it means. Even me who attended recital school, I know the difference. Those of you who claim to have attended the best school, you are angry over a simple English language that I have spoken. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, it is, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Oh, what? Mr. Speaker, there is a popular saying, Mr. Speaker, there is a popular saying that when the chief comes home with weird haircuts, what do we expect his subjects to come home with? They will come home with Tope Joe. You have my good friend, the minority leader, who made absolute statements of mere conjecture. This house is a house of records. You have my good, honorable friend, my very good friend, who said that this government has dismissed...
Who is that your good friend?
Oh. Asafaje is my very good friend.
Oh,
we are no longer friends. But he's my kid brother. Who said that this government has dismissed 23,000 people. This is a house of records. That statement in the first place is a lie. In the second place, it is made from the position of absolute ignorance about the figures. In the third place, it is meant to satisfy the optics. That is not true. For you to make such a statement, Mr. Speaker, he must be made to provide evidence. Can I finish? Mr. Speaker, the disingenuity, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, please. When Honorable Asafoje was speaking, we listened to him.
You see,
please, let's give a hearing.
Mr. Speaker, I think that I have been vindicated when I said if the chief comes home with weird haircut, the subject will come home with Topejo. The minority leader indeed made those untruth statements. And what do you expect? Mr. Speaker, the gentleman, my honorable friend,
Honorable John Darko, please.
Mr. Speaker, in making reference to the level of the dollar to the cedi and inflation, disingenuous, with regards to the inflation, he made reference to what happened in December. But when it comes to the dollar, he said January. Hold on. Let's be logical here. Let's talk about facts. In December 2022. Since you decided to flip from January to December, it is fair that in December 2022 inflation was 54%. Under your watch, December 2022, inflation. You just came, so you don't know what is happening. Don't rush, Mr. Speaker. Under this government, Mr. Speaker, the level of intolerance.
Honorable.
Don't even allow me to, Mr. Speaker. You need to control.
It's a comment you are making.
Yeah, but they should allow me to make my comments. Mr. Speaker, you see,
Honorable Safaji, you just spoke. We listened to you.
meanwhile, you just came over.
You just spoke. Honorable Safaji, you just spoke. We listened to you.
Oh,
let him continue.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I think.
Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, do I need to sit? Mr. Speaker, need to.
He's a minister. Minister, please conclude for me, please.
Mr. Speaker.
Minister, conclude for me, please.
I think perhaps my good friend Waba Enche, even if you are the leader, you must be given the permission to speak.
Minister, address the chair.
But that's what I'm doing. Mr. Speaker, I can understand how they use a high standard to judge the NDC. For me, that tells the difference. That tells the difference. That within 4 months, that within 4 or 5 months, they want the NDC to perform wonders. I've not heard about that. It tells you the difference between us. There were contractors in this country for 8 years. 8 years, they were never paid. 8 solid years, they were never paid. And within 4 to 5 months, Honorable Afenyo Markins thinks that contractors should be paid. It tells you the classical difference. He said, there were a lot of contractors who were not paid. Mr. Speaker, oh. As a matter of fact, Contractors Association, Mr. Speaker, their conduct is likened in the biblical story of Solomon, the woman, and the baby. They are not even willing to listen. And I think that the viewing public knows too well.
Your time.
Mr. Speaker, I will conclude. I will conclude with a popular proverb my good brother knows. That when you take a rotten meat to the market center to sell, you would have to talk plenty and no one will buy. But when your meat is wholesome, you don't even need to talk. People will buy. You saddle the energy sector with over $6 billion. I mean dollars, not cities. Dollars. Under your watch, the vice president told us that the dollar became a fugitive and that he arrested it, gave the keys to the IGP, and it broke jail, so it became a fugitive.
Thank you.
Fugitive has been arrested.
Thank you.
And you are worried.
Thank you. Thank you.
The fugitive has been arrested.
Thank you. Thank you.
So just shut up and watch the resetting of the country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Let him now come to leadership. So you yield. Honorable Member for Bimbila.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I was here when the minority leader made the statement. I was here. You were not here. I was here when you walked in. Mr. Speaker, I don't see why, or I'm having difficulty understanding what my colleagues on the other side are agitating about, or they are not happy about. Why some of them are shouting about. Mr. Speaker, the minority leader just raised the 2 fundamental issues. One is the fact that the finance minister is not releasing money to pay contractors. Mr. Speaker,
honorable members,
Mr. Speaker,
honorable minister, please.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I am a chairman of a committee of parliament. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, Parliament itself is begging for money for its committees to do work. And I as chairman, we have difficulty getting money to do our work. And you can find, I'm telling you, we had a workshop. We couldn't get 1 CD from Parliament. Because there was no
Honorable
money.
Andrew, honorable member for Sola.
Mr. Speaker, the chairman on this side and the ranking members on this side all know that Parliament is having difficulty getting money to run its affairs. Why are we not accepting the facts as they are and telling the finance minister that try and release money? Is that a difficult question? Is that a difficult question to ask? Mr. Speaker, the ministers know. The ministers themselves know. I've been a minister, and the ministers themselves know that when the finance minister decides not to release funds to them, it becomes difficult for productivity for the country.
So you want to tell the House that Afenyo was speaking for ministers?
In fact, he was helping the ministers. The best they can do is to keep quiet. The best they can do is just to pretend that they did not hear him. Mr. Speaker, the best the ministers can do is to just pretend they didn't hear Afenyo. And let the minority, it is the duty of the minority to talk for you. You did that for us, and we want to do it for you. I don't know why you are shouting. Mr. Speaker, the finance ministers have always wanted to look good in the eyes of the public. Finance ministers have always had difficulty in spending. Finance ministers have always had difficulty in releasing money. ATO is no different. But it's hurting the country. It is hurting the country. Because one, if you don't release money for the contractors, they will not spend, they will not buy equipment, they will not bring things that they are supposed to bring to help you, and the economy will stagnate. We were here when the Minister for Energy came crying that he needs the equivalent of $1 billion to buy fuel. That is why you have to bring this D-levy. He even says it's not enough. And it's true, Mr. Speaker, if the dollar rate today is, if the dollar rate is about 11 or 11.5 or even whatever figure the dollar rate is, let's even say 10.5. Mr. Speaker, interbank rate, let's even say 10.8 at interbank rate. Even if I bring it to $8 CD, Mr. Speaker, and you are able to raise 5.6, you need double of that just for him to buy liquid fuel and not to even pay for the IPPs. So when the minority leader is speaking, he's speaking genuinely from his heart. He's not doing politics. He's not doing politics. We are saying that yes, run the country efficiently, but do not stagnate growth. Don't keep the money and don't pay contractors. Don't refuse to release money to the ministries. You have made the ministers to be sitting there and they are not doing a lot of work. You cannot have a situation where ministers cannot award a single contract. Ask any of the ministers whether any of them have awarded a single contract. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you,
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, I am saying that what the minority leader put forward, the majority should take it in good faith. It's not an insult. It's not a criticism. It's not an attack on the government. It is just facts. Mr. Speaker, we all know the government is about 5 months. We know that. We know that. It's not as if we don't know. But they say that when it wants to rain, he's been quoting, when you see the crowd, you know whether it will rain or it won't rain. The clouds that are gathering, Mr. Speaker, the clouds that are gathering has a huge rainbow across. And when the rainbow is across, it will not rain.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader.
Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, let me be frank and state that one of the problems every government, your government face, our government face, and your government is going to face is the power of the finance ministry. It's the power of the finance ministry. And I can tell you that if you don't tell that power, you see, you told us we didn't listen. We are telling you, if you want, don't listen. You will sit here in 4 years' time. Take it from me. If you don't listen, you will sit here in 4 years' time. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me lastly listen to majority leadership. Yes, Honorable Nelson Eche Dafiamapo. Honorable Majority Chief Whip, you have the floor. Honorable members, please, let's listen to him, please.
Mr. Speaker, we are being told that the finance minister is not paying the ministries and agencies. Because of that, contractors too are not getting paid. And because of that, workers are suffering. Mr. Speaker, just the day before yesterday, the finance minister of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Dr. Kesiela Tufosi, he came to stand here and told us how much payment he has done so far. Mr. Speaker, in 5 months, he has paid in excess of 6.1 billion. In 5 months. Mr. Speaker, our brothers expect a 5-month-old government to solve an 8-year-old problem. That is what they are saying. Mr. Speaker, but let us interrogate the figures. The finance minister is saying that the monies, as much as nearly $1 billion, that he has sent to the assemblies, he provided a guideline. Mr. Speaker, under that guideline, 25% of the $1 billion is supposed to go for the modeling of a 24-hour economy in our locality. Mr. Speaker, what that means is that the local economies are going to be transformed. There will be a 24-hour transactions, corner shops, stores, markets will be operating.
Who's the rural economy?
And the rural economy will be boosted. Our local people will have money, they will trade. Mr. Speaker, 10% will go into the construction of health facilities. Speaker, what that means is that he further specified the nature of the health facility. It means that there will be 3 contractors engaged in every district under health alone. Speaker, he further said that 10% should go to education. What did he say? He specified the kind of project that should be constructed. So while some other contractors in every district will be engaged in constructing health facilities, other contractors in the same district will be engaged to construct KG blocks under the same DSCM payment. Speaker, what else did he say? 10% should be applied to the provision of potable water. He specified what that means. Boreholes. So nearly every borehole contractor in this country will have job to do in all the 264 districts in this country. Mr. Speaker, in 5 months, if all the borehole, Jerry, and I know you have friends, the second deputy minority whip, I know you have friends who own borehole companies. By the direction of the finance minister, they will have job to do. And the funding is not as if they will do the job and there's no money, Mr. Speaker. Funding is sitting, the money is sitting there. First quarter payments. Mr. Speaker, he says 10% should also be applied to sanitation. Mr. Speaker, what that means is that the districts now have the power. Indeed, they do have the power under the Local Governance Act, Section 4, where they have the power to contract. Mr. Speaker, they can now contract companies to handle their sanitation, environmental and sanitation problems. It means that young men in the various districts can constitute companies, establish enterprises, and take these small projects and construct the KVIP and sanitation programs in the districts. Speaker, what that means is that they will do the job and the money is sitting in the assembly and they will be paid expressed. They wouldn't have to wait for any delays. Mr. Speaker, the finance minister again provided a guideline that 10% of this nearly $1 billion payment to the assemblies be applied to school furniture. Speaker, what this means is that corner shop carpenters in our various constituencies and districts can be quickly engaged to construct the school furniture. They will provide to supply to schools, and the funding is sitting at the assembly. Mr. Speaker, what this has done is that this has given a true meaning to the concept of decentralization in our country. So, people sitting on the floor in our various basic schools located in the hinterlands will no longer be common. It will be a thing of the past. Mr. Speaker, in all this, the finance minister says that when the various districts are engaged to do this, there has to be monitoring to check that the jobs are properly done. So he has provided that 5% of this amount be given to the assemblies so that they can deploy the technical officers into the field, the various district areas, and the zone, and also to go to the substructures to ensure that these contractors are working. Mr. Speaker, it used not to be the case hitherto. And therefore, you will see that, as said, somebody who is a long-serving member of the Public Accounts Committee, you can go to public accounts, the Auditor General can flag some of these matters and say that a project that was begun sometime in 2015, 2016, in 2023 interrogations, those projects are still left unattended to. Mr. Speaker, above all this, what did the finance minister say? He has provided money, and Jerry, I want you to listen carefully here. He has provided money, 20% of the money should be allocated to completing what they call legacy projects. These legacy projects, Mr. Speaker, were led by Coastal Development Authority, Middle Belt Development Authority, and the Northern Development Authority. These projects, unlike before, unlike yesterday, unlike the years before, we will no longer leave any project behind. Those projects must be completed and put to purpose for which monies were provided for. Speaker, aside all these heavy payments that is going to have a multiplier effect in the local economies, the finance minister again says that he has made payments, first quarter payments to NHIA. 2.03 billion is being released to them. Mr. Speaker, what did he do for Get Fund? Get Fund, Mr. Speaker, Get Fund, which is supposed to be engaged in the construction of educational infrastructure, again, in our various districts and constituencies, 2.7 billion. I'm in leadership, I am entitled. Mr. Speaker, 2.7 billion has been released for the payment of infrastructure construction in the various constituencies. Mr. Speaker, in 5 months, the payments that have been made by the finance minister to transform our various constituencies, including Formina, Mr. Speaker, including Formina, the
Honorable Majority Chief Whip,
will be so conspicuous, will be so clear.
Honorable Majority Chief Whip,
Mr. Speaker, Formina will benefit. The monies that have been paid, Get One will undertake projects in Formina. NHI will be making claims that are originating from Formina, and above all, your DACF, Mr. Speaker, you, in fact, as part of the guidelines, as member for Formina, you are supposed to superintend and account for the expenditures that these assemblies will incur. Mr. Speaker, there's no transformational policy more than this.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, especially NHIS came from the Formina district hospitals will be catered for. Mr. Speaker, with this, Mr. Speaker, let me finish. Mr. Speaker, let me finish. Mr. Speaker, can the Honorable Nyinda, who used to be here, where I'm standing, can you become? Mr. Speaker, they are alleged that Parliament is struggling to do what? Members of Parliament, payments have come. Members of Parliament, our wages are coming. Nobody is complaining. So releases are coming. Mr. Speaker, you have been paid. The finance minister has released monies. You have been paid. Honorable Nyindam, you have been paid. Mr. Speaker, finally, the wage bill on the 2025 budget was so huge. So far, January payments have been affected. February payments have been affected. March payments have been affected. April payments have been affected. May payments have been affected. Mr. Speaker, so for the minority leader to allege that Ministries have not been paid. Every worker in every ministry have been paid. They are waiting.
Thank you.
They haven't complained.
Thank you so much.
So, Mr. Speaker, finally, I was hoping, Mr. Speaker, I was hoping that the minority leader would have brought some figures that upon his checks, A, B, C, D ministries are supposed to have releases of say 50% or 40% by the end of May. But by his reckoning, they have had 15%.
Honorable
of
leader,
releases.
thank you.
Mr. Speaker,
Thank
finally, let me say, Mr. Speaker, let me suggest it to them that the appropriate tool to use to get these matters is to file a question directed at the ministers and not to come by a statement.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker,
leader.
with these few words, I thank you for the opportunity.
Honorable members, we are still on statement and we have 4 more statements. I don't know whether it is in the pressure of the House to go through the 4 statements. Other than that, then is it the pressure of the House to go through the 4 statements? Yes, leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, tomorrow is a public holiday, and members are traveling to their constituencies to celebrate the Eid, with our Muslim friends. And we've been here for a while, Mr. Speaker. So I think the mood of the House is to adjourn and meet again here on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, we are not opposed to the application for adjournment, save that in times like this where you know that the E levy and D levies have interchanged places, you are not sure whether to go home or to stay in the chamber because people will still be looking for money for Sanla, and we are not sure as to what to do. But I'm sure my senior colleague will deal with that. But Mr. Speaker, we are not opposed to the application.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, the motion for adjournment has been moved and it has been seconded. I will then put the question. And the question is, as many as are in favor of the motion, say aye. All those against say no. Honorable members, it's obvious the ayes have it. The motion is hereby adopted, and that the House is adjourned till Tuesday 2 p.m. So Tuesday, 14 hours at the Greenwich Mean Time. The House stands adjourned.